Hello, I have got a brand new set of craft goodies, brand new for JMC Designs, and I cannot wait to show you them. Honestly, this is the sweetest collection you will ever see. So the star of this collection is our Libby. We have met Libby before when we did Libby's story. So this particular collection we're calling Libby's Bakery. So when I initially drew Libby, this was in one of my first ever sketchbooks. So it's one that, when I first started drawing, and this was the original character of Libby that we turned into a stamp. So that was the one that was Libby's story, and we had it with various books and bits and bobs as well. And honestly, she's been one of the most popular characters. I bought extra quantity of this than I normally do because it was meant to be a Let Leonie Loose show, and I didn't. Leonie ended up not doing it, so I was so nervous about taking it to the telly and thinking I was going to be left with loads, and honestly they've all gone. I've actually reordered more for the show that we're about to do. So this was Libby, and you all loved her loads, but I'd actually done a few sketches with Libby in. So I've got a few of them here. So this is one that I had done a while ago, so I don't really know. I was sort of still discovering my style. Actually, I really like that. But looking back on these, I really like the various characters. We had this one as well that I did. We've got this one where I sort of stacked it. We've got a cat and hat, various things like that. Now this is the one that, because when I looked at the original sketch that I'd done, the fact that she had this penny and things, I thought if I took away the house, that actually she looks like she's baking. So that sort of started or triggered the idea to sort of build the collection that we have from here. And I think we've got a few other Libbies in here. That's a dodgy draw. So we've got a few Libbies there, and if everybody likes this, we might gradually work on a few more. So that's her there. This is what everything looks like all stamped out. So as you can see, the stamps are slightly bigger than the packaging. So we've got the gorgeous Libby, we've got this little cupcake here, and we have this sort of flower stack cupcake thing, and the sentiment, "You're so sweet." Now, of course, Libby needs somewhere to live. So we have created her very own candy house. So this is the stamp collection Home Sweet Home. So we have, let me pull out the stamps there as well. So we have this here. So we've got, let me get that straight in the camera. Okay, so we have the candy house. So we've got a little bit of waffle going on. We've got a cake here with some filling in the middle. We've got frosting, we've got strawberries. I love the idea of building a candy world. This could be, just a gorgeous candy world. It could also be Hansel and Gretel. There's so many different directions that you could take this. So I wanted to create this kind of pop cake that could be a tree. We've got a mushroom, but it also looks like frosting. We've got the ability to build up sprinkles. I maybe wouldn't stamp it black like that. I'd maybe use a coloured ink pad and try and get a bit of variation in there. We've got this flower running throughout. So if you notice on Libby's dress, on her little pinny, she's got these little flowers. So that's the same design as these, and you'll also see it appear in another product as well. So we've got the flower here. Now I have made sure, because what I wanted with this was that I wanted to have perspective. So I needed the house bigger than Libby. I mean, still to size, like she's way too big, but if she was standing in front, she would look bigger anyway. So I wanted it all to be, proportionately correct and to work. So I have gone bigger. These are A5 stamps, whereas Libby's an A6. So you can see the difference there. So this will fit on your A5 cards, but they won't fit on your C6 cards. So they won't fit on the smallest size, but I did make sure that I didn't go too big. So let me have a little look. So this is a card blank where it's an A4 piece of paper folded in half. If you go with that size, there's plenty of room to fit that stamp on. I love the fact that we now provide coloured acetates as well. So there's loads of room for that. If you go for the smaller one, it just sort of fits on there. So I have made sure that even though this is a bigger stamp, that it will actually fit on your cards. Now, who here loves it when the ice cream van comes around? So how about that for an ice cream van? Oh my goodness, I love this. I think it's absolutely really good fun. Let me just, sorry, stretching across the camera there. So this one all stamped out. So we have the sentiments. Hope you have the sweetest day ever. I love you more than cupcakes. Don't waffle, be happy. We've got this long stamp here. That's to be able to create icing drips along your card if you want, so you can build it up yourself. And same with this one here. You can create a waffle effect with your various stamping techniques. Then of course we've got the gorgeous ice cream van. Another cupcake with lots of luscious frosting on it. We've got a little bit of ice cream, a candy swirl and a strawberry, and all these various elements, like the candy swirl we've got here and the wheels, the strawberry makes up part of this, the waffles in there, you know, we've got the drips there and the drips there, so it works together really well as a stamp set. And then the final stamp set just helps to bring it all together, and this one is a little bit special for me. So we have this one here that is called Grandma's Recipe, and that is actually one of my grandma's recipe, and the writing on the stamp, let me just bring that in, the writing on the stamp is my grandfather's writing. So when my mum and dad got married, which would be 47 years ago now, my granddad sort of hand wrote all my granny's favourite recipes into a book for her to take up to Scotland when she got married. So this is one that she makes a lot. It's called ginger apple ice, and all these little smudges there, they are now part of that handwritten sheet of paper. It's been made that many times, you get the grease marks and things, so I've actually copied those grease marks down too. So we've got that, so that's really good for building your backgrounds up. And then we've got this lovely little mixer. I've done it in the same style that we had the telephone and the globe and the typewriter, so it kind of matches with that. It sort of gives a little bit of a retro feel. We have all these cakes stacked up here, and again, that makes a gorgeous edge to a card, or it could be a frame, just a gorgeous embellishment, things like that. We have the piping there, which is cool. I'll just bring this stamp set back in here, the house one. So this was meant to be steam, if you wanted it to come out of here, out of the chimney. But I didn't want to have it actually on the design, so that the design would fit on the cards like I showed you if you want. But then if you're working on a bigger project, you could then put steam. But I have also seen some of the team sort of use it. Let me see if I can find the actual stamp set for you. Yeah, so some of the team have sort of put the piping bag there. Does that make sense? And then it looks like the icing that is coming out of it. So that all works together really, really well. So that is that stamp set there. And then finally we have a brand new paper pack. I am so excited about this. I haven't done a paper pack since, I think, October 21. So it's been a while since I've done a paper pack, and this one is just gorgeous. I have got a new manufacturer for this, mostly because they packaged it for me, so it saved a lot of time. And also they do the lead sheets as well, which was pretty cool, included in the price that they do. And honestly, this, I know it sounds really daft, but you know, you've got a lovely quality of paper. It smells amazing. These smell amazing. So let me show you this in a little bit more detail. So this is the Sherbet Fizz collection. Now the other thing, so we've got these sort of ombre dots, so it's white but the dots are kind of ombre and splatter. Then we've got the same sort of ombre, but we've done it the other way around so that the ombre is more noticeable and the white is more delicate. And we've got these like nice white flowers with these splatters here. Then we have this page. I love doing pages like this. We have different designs all sort of put together. So we've got the black and white stripe, these gorgeous dots here. That's that flower that we've seen twice in the stamps and in Libby's dress. So that's the flower there. And these are great. They can be fancy just to cards or to journal pages and things like that. We have this gorgeous daisy page as well. And then finally we have this page, which I was thinking watermelon. So we've got this pink that goes into the green of the watermelon. And again, we've created a border with that flower. So that runs without. Now, although this is not part of the release, because this has already been released quite some time ago, but when you create a colour palette, you can work with the exact digital code of a colour. So all of these that are in the afternoon tea collection have been created with the exact same colours as all of these. So all your tea kits, it's the same colourway. So all of these will go absolutely perfect, and hence why we've got the black stripe there, because you've got your teapot that matches. So as I said, all of these elements, some of these, that has now a stamp. So we've got a stamp of that, we've got a stamp of these flowers here, and we've got a stamp of the pop cake. So there is a bit of a crossover, although there are some designs in the ephemera, like that hot chocolate one, the teacups, the cake, that one's a stamp, that are not stamps. So as you can see, that all just goes beautifully. I am so excited to say that I am doing a giveaway with the stamp sets. So if you would like to win the 2 A5 stamps and the 2 A6 stamps, hop on over to my Instagram. I will link it in the description box below for a chance to win Libby's Bakery and take it home. These stamps and will also be available on Create and Craft on the 11th of June at 3 PM and 7 PM. Again, the details will be in the description box below. As always, I don't leave you on your own. There will be lots of inspiration to be had, so please do consider giving a like and a subscribe and tap the notification bell so that you can see these tutorials coming up this week.